Hello, mysterious person behind the screen. This is take 2 of this video, and I just finished it up, and I accidentally pressed delete, so I lost all the footage. But let's just get on with it. You'll notice that 2 YouTubers have done this list recently, but this is my top 5, and I wanted to do it. I'm in the middle of rewatching the series, and I wanted to do this. So, without further ado, let's just get on to it. Let's rush through this, because I've done this once already. So in 5th place we have Death of the Doctor from Series 4. Now, the presence of Matt Smith here just lifts it up a notch, it must be said. But this is very fan servicey. You have Joe Grant in this. Oh my god, I wish he'd come back in Doctor Who. Joe Grant is so good in this, and you have footage from the classic series in there. You know, it's just a really great story, and every time I watch it I really enjoy it. Number 2, we have The Nightmare Man, the opener to Series 4 in fact. The Nightmare Man, when this first aired, I wasn't watching the Sarah Jane Adventures because Series 2, Day of the Clown, instigated my phobia of clowns. And to this day, I still have a phobia of clowns because of that story. But I felt compelled to watch this because in my school it was buzzing and everyone was going on about how scary it was. I didn't find it scary, but I found it a really well-written story, it must be said. The Nightmare Man is so good. It's really great, actually. And I just love it. That's why, for that reason, it is number 4 on this list. And number 3, we have the first truly fantastic episode of the series, in my opinion. Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane Smith. Now, I think before this, you had Invasion of the Bane, which is the pilot, good. Revenge of the Slitheen, poor. Eye of the Gorgon, good. Warriors of Kulak, good. Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane, fantastic. It was really well written. It introduced a really formidable enemy in the form of the Trickster, really creepy as well. And I just felt it was just, Series 1 was all leading to this, and I actually think this should have been the finale, and the Lost Boys should have had some rewrites, and it should have been like, you know, episode 5, because Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane is so well written and so emotional. It provides backstory to Sarah Jane. We see her as a child, and that's really good. So for that reason, number 3 on this list. So before I move on to number 2, I want to stress number 2 and number 1 could change places easily. They always switch for me. I don't know which is my favourite, but this is for now my favourite, and they always change, so take this with a pinch of salt, that these are my 2 favourites. So at number 2, we have The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith. Such a well-written, emotional character piece. It's fantastic. This is featuring the final scenes recorded by David Tennant as the Doctor. The music in this is fantastic. That slow music when at the end, and you know, it's just, I'm speechless. Scene at the end, which mirrors Sarah Jane's exit in the classic series, absolutely fantastic piece of television. You know, when Sarah's about to leave the TARDIS and the Doctor goes, "Don't forget me," and she goes, "Nah, no one's ever gonna forget you," and they both smile, and it's so. Oh, I love that scene so much. Just like I love her exit in the Hand of Fear. Fantastic scene. Really fantastic story. And this should have been the finale to Series 3. I'm sorry, The Gift is not finale material. The Gift is a good story. I really like The Gift, and just narrowly missed out on this top 10. Top 5 even. But it shouldn't be the finale. They should have switched this around with The Wedding of Sarah Jane, because Wedding of Sarah Jane is much more finale type. But yes, number 2, Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith. So number 1, my favourite ever story of the Sarah Jane Adventures. For a time, people thought this was going to be the last story, because when Elizabeth Sladen passed away, there was no news about them going ahead with the 3 filmed stories of Series 5. So goodbye, Sarah Jane Smith. What a well-written, emotional, poignant, amazing story. Absolutely fantastic this is. Goodbye Sarah Jane is... The reason it's my favourite is because it provides a farewell to the series, even though it's not the last episode. It's a celebration of it, really, and it's just, you know, I think Joe Grant should have appeared. And even though I've seen it loads, I keep shouting at the TV at the characters, you know, to realise that Ruby White's bad news. And it's, oh, I love it so much. And I think the last line of the story is "Goodbye, Sarah Jane," by Mr. Smith. So it's just really good. So that is my top 5. Comment your top 5 down below. What I'd be interested to see, get a discussion going. So, yes, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one. Take care now.